All right, wrapping it up with section 4, where to be proficient, kind of where to go next. So you definitely need to be proficient if you're trying to land a blue team role in a SIEM. Pick one that you like. These are some of the leading industry SIEMs that we have out there. If you don't know what a SIEM is, it's basically doing big data analytics. It's a place where we put all of our logs into one central repository so we can query them, structure them, make sense of them, build use cases, detections. The functionality of a SIEM is really quite limitless these days. And if you're going to a shop to be a SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst, etc., I guarantee you that organization is going to have a SIEM. Please go out and be proficient in at least one of these. ELK is free and open source if you want to go use it today. They have great documentation on there. All of these have free learning available to them through their portals, Splunk's free education, or pledge to military or student discounts as well. Open learning platforms are also going to include modules that include getting a SIEM involved. There's another one out there that's free. Waza, also free and open source SIEM to go start learning today. Definitely need to have familiarity and proficiency with at least one SIEM tool and that SIEM's query language. Going hand in hand with a SIEM is an EDR tool, endpoint detection and response. This is the agent that's going to live on all of our servers and workstations to prevent malware or malicious activity from occurring on that endpoint. I would definitely be familiar with at least a couple of these industry leaders: CrowdStrike, Carbon Black, SentinelOne, Microsoft's Defender for Endpoint. They also offer free training on their website to get started learning the tool and becoming proficient. Blue Team Consulting has also published a course on Udemy for getting your CrowdStrike Certified Falcon Administrator course, and hopefully the Threat Hunter course coming soon to Udemy as well. SentinelOne, Carbon Black, and Palo Alto XDR. Definitely need to be familiar with these names, terminologies, and if you can get your hands on by learning some of them, either through Blue Team Consulting or the organization that you're working with, or free resources, kind of limited in this space as they're all pretty proprietary, but Microsoft does an okay job at giving you training for that, or through an online learning training platform like Rangeforce. Definitely would check it out and see if you can start learning something in the space of EDRs. If you're going to go off from here and specialize in a blue team role, you should probably know what SOC stands for. That's Security Operations Center. This is like the centralized point where all of us sit on the watch floor, and this is a really nice photo and unrealistic expectation of what a SOC would look like, but kind of put one up there that comes from the movies where, you know, all the hackers are sitting in the room and defending the network, and all the screens are up, and everyone's got 20 screens for monitors. Realistically, you'll probably sit in a cubicle or work from home and have like 1 to 2 monitors, and then maybe you have a conference room where you can go in and review stuff on the big screen. But this is where all of your teams of security analysts, incident responders, IT professionals are going to sit and work together to defend the network. You can also have 24/7 operations if you're on a SOC watch floor, which kind of gets into the terminology you should be aware of for MSSP, a managed security service provider. Pretty much when companies have a SOC and they want to run their SOC 9 to 5 for all of their employees, well, if they want 24/7 by 365 monitoring for eyes on glass for alerts that are coming in, they might outsource it for off their hours to, cover the graveyard shift and second shift to still have somebody reviewing the alerts as they come in. And you might offload this responsibility to an MSSP, which does the same, but for multiple companies to cover down for them during non-business hours. Also just included some, memes in here. From Parks and Rec. I don't know the separate zones on the network for the firewall rule review we have coming up, but I've been working here so long that I'm too afraid to ask. Pretty much just an analyst that does their job, reviews their alerts, and doesn't really understand how the network is set up. Nothing wrong with that. It's just definitely funny. And then, a SOC analyst waiting for an event to happen. It's usually 99% false positives. And then, our 1% is like something simple like a phishing campaign or a quackbot malware or something else. And, we don't even know about any of the false negatives in our organization. So when that gets detected 8 months later, then they will no longer be waiting for an incident to happen. So just some humor to bring in here. The InfoSec wheel, always good to cover. If you're not sure where to go next and you're trying to figure out what team kind of aligns to your roles that you want to have, red teaming, you want to go pen test or do some offensive cyber, go break stuff, go exploit, go run malware, go give a company a report on everything that you were able to exploit, and go through that defense in-depth security onion one layer at a time and give them a report output. Definitely red team is, the team everybody wants to go to. It's the fun, exciting team that does all the hacking. Blue team is where my heart is at, and definitely where Blue Team Consulting's heart is at. We are the defenders trying to prevent threat actors from taking malicious actions. We're in the space of digital forensics and incident response, determining what a threat actor did, how to remediate it, going through that pick Earl of sands, and that's kind of the scope that we're living in. Green team could be developers, could be automators, could be programmers. This could also be your auditors, making sure you're enhancing security, keeping up with compliance, and making everyone else's lives easier for automating of anything that can happen within our information security part of the organization. Orange team could be a facilitator, training, education. Yellow team, coders, architects, building new stuff, development. Purple team, combination of red and blue, so integrating defensive tactics with offensive results, making sure our false negative rate of alerts is getting lower and lower each time by setting up a red team operation to test our internal blue team, see if our detections fire, and overall increase our cybersecurity posture. So the InfoSec wheel, you don't have to go to blue team. You could pick any of these and do some more research to see if you find that category interesting to you. So the last slide here, where to go next, what free tools to master. I would definitely go to our YouTube channel, did a little half-hour segment covering this mind map here for where to get started in cybersecurity. We break it up into tools that are all free. We love free here at BTC, and how much the out-of-pocket expense would be if you want to go test, or really most of these are just an expense of your time. We have blue team kind of paths to take down here with different platforms and certifications you can get, all with different priced out options available to you and where to go learn these things. We have a red team section for going the red team route. And then we also have the nice skills to have section where if you've kind of mastered your direction that you want to go in, all of these skills would be applicable no matter what career in cybersecurity you want to take. And we also include some tips and tricks and podcasts and websites to check out, additional events to attend, etc. So what you have just finished up here, it's going the blue team route, and you have completed the green to green cybersecurity bootcamp. So this one little square here, and if you joined us on our Discord server, congratulations, you've completed this little square out of this giant mind map. So definitely go check it out. It's on our Discord Live episode 2, mind map to get started in cybersecurity. Definitely want to thank everyone for attending the course, 100% free. Please go out and share this with anyone that you think might need it as a resource. It's been my pleasure to teach everyone, and I hope to see you in Discord.